Y'all, Aaron Pierre, yes, the Mufasa Aaron Pierre, is out here with an ex waving some serious red flags. And I'm not talking about a Disney storyline. Word on the street is that Aaron's alleged long-term sweetheart, Jessica Hardwick, is making it crystal clear that Tiana should not get too comfortable. Why? Because sis claims Aaron is just using her, and apparently Tiana's not even his type. Trust me, once you see Jessica, you'll get exactly what she means. So is this genuinely about love, or is Aaron out here chasing clout with this black queen Tiana? Let's get into it, y'all. So, Aaron Pierre and Tiana Taylor have been making waves a lot lately, and for good reason. These two have been serving up chemistry and looks, and the people are loving it. Things really took off after their black and white Oscars photo shoot. Tiana posted the pictures on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and Vanity Fair's after party. And y'all, the vibe was undeniable. She captioned it, "Oscar night in black and white, no gray area." And let's not forget the score track she used. Nothing says, "It's giving," like, "Take you down." But Aaron, he was crickets. He posted the exact same photos on his page, but didn't write one single word. No caption, no heart emoji, no, "Had a great time with my lady." Literally nothing. Let's be real, that silence was kinda odd. If you're proud of your girl, you're gonna say something, right? A little "my queen" moment, a "we outside" vibe, but he didn't even acknowledge it. That's where it starts feeling sketchy, like he's keeping her at arm's length, enjoying the buzz but not actually claiming her. And guess who's been saying exactly that? His ex, Jessica Hardwick. She's been dropping hints that Aaron has a particular type, and Tiana definitely isn't it. The Vanity Fair after party only added fuel to the fire, since they were spotted looking very cozy, posing with Niecy Nash and her wife. And that's not the only time folks have seen them together. Back in February, they attended the American Black Film Festival Honors, where they were caught on camera in a pretty deep convo, the kind where you like someone but don't want to make it too obvious. So no, they haven't confirmed anything, but the streets see it all. Now, here's where it gets messy. While Aaron's been super hush-hush about his personal life, the internet did what the internet does best, dig up the receipts. And guess what? Jessica Hardwick. One look at her, and you'll see why people are giving Tiana the side eye in this situation. Let's just say Jessica's not a woman of color, so when folks talk about Aaron's type, the difference between Jessica and Tiana is major. And Jessica's not just watching from the sidelines. She's out here, allegedly warning Tiana that she's headed for a heartbreak. If she's telling the truth, Tiana might need to watch her back because, according to Jessica, Aaron prefers, well, white meat. And when you compare the rumored ex to the current situation, Tiana might not fit his usual taste. But hey, is Jessica just bitter? Or is there some truth there? That's the million-dollar question. But hold up, because it doesn't end there. More pictures of Mr. Aaron Pierre, Mufasa himself, have surfaced, and guess what? It's yet another woman of the Caucasian persuasion, an Australian girl named Hannah Hurst. The gag is real, y'all. From the looks of it, they were super cozy, even attending a wedding together. Let's keep it real. Bringing someone to a wedding is not just friends behavior. That's "this is my lady" territory. But before you ask, yes, this seems like a pattern. Hannah is also a white woman, so it's looking like Aaron definitely has a white gal preference, not Tiana. And if you still doubt it, there's a photo of Aaron giving Hannah a forehead kiss, which is always an intimate, "I adore you" vibe. Clearly there's more here than just speculation. No wonder that when you try to look up Aaron's dating history, you come up blank. There's basically nothing. Now we see why. He's been on lockdown with his personal life, possibly because it's messy. So we've got Jessica Hardwick, allegedly the main girlfriend since 2019. Then bam, Hannah Hurst with the sweet wedding date photos. And now, Tiana Taylor swirling around in the rumor mill with Aaron. That's looking like quietly collecting girlfriends vibes. Honestly, I get why he's private about it. This timeline is giving messy. And if you line up Aaron's women, there's a clear trend. They're humble, modest, and, well, very low-key. They're not out here seeking the spotlight or wearing head-to-toe designer, and they're definitely not constant tabloid fixtures. That's what makes Tiana stand out. She's bold, flashy, a bona fide queen who's been in the industry for years. She has that it girl energy Aaron's exes would never replicate. I'm wearing Christopher John Rogers. Get in. Yeah, Tiana is larger than life, and people online noticed that. One commenter even said Aaron's ex looked humble and likable, wishing them well, which speaks volumes. That's the kind of vibe Aaron usually goes for. Soft, quiet, the exact opposite of Tiana's fiery, high-profile aura. Now it all starts to make sense why Lori Harvey wasn't even about to entertain dating Aaron Pierre. Sis must have taken one look and said, nope, and I don't blame her. She's done playing PR girlfriend. Here's the backstory. TikToker and reporter Sher Mason tried to play matchmaker, suggesting Lori and Aaron would be a fire couple. On paper, it might look good. Lori's dated across the pond before. Shout out to Dams and Idris, a whole British snack. So people thought Aaron would fit her type. But Lori shut it all the way down, hopping in the comments to say, no thank you, leave me alone. Not just no, but leave me alone. That's a whole new level of refusal. She could have ignored it, but she didn't. That hints she might know some behind-the-scenes tea about Aaron. After all, she's been around enough to detect a red flag from a mile away. We can't forget Lori's dated major names: Michael B. Jordan, Future, Dams and Idris, and there were rumors about Diddy. And Diddy always has some drama swirling around him. So when Lori says, no thank you, with that energy, you gotta wonder what she knows. Perhaps she heard about Aaron's string of ladies, the preference for white meat, the forehead kisses with Hannah, all that. Lori's not about to be used for clout again, so that leads us to the real question. What's Aaron's endgame here? Tiana is a star in every sense, a singer, actress, director, and she's fresh off a split from Iman Shumpert, single and glowing. Is Aaron genuinely feeling her? Or is this just a strategic move to keep his name in the headlines? Because let's be real, the timing is interesting. He was the voice of Mufasa in the Lion King prequel, and this rumored romance has definitely kept him trending. Wouldn't be the first time somebody tried to date Tiana for the exposure. Let's consider her dating history for a second. Tiana's been with some big names in sports and music, and most times, these relationships start with love, but end with the dudes walking away a little more famous than they were before. Obvious example? Iman Shumpert. He was known in the NBA world, sure, but once he got with Tiana, his visibility skyrocketed. They had their ups and downs, but y'all saw how that ended. Messy divorce. There were rumors of cheating, controlling behavior, the works. Of course, Iman got that spotlight, but Tiana ended up with the heartbreak, and it was super public. Then there was Soulja Boy. Yes, Tiana and Soulja Boy had a thing, even though she tried to keep that under wraps. Exact timeline's fuzzy, but they were together for a few years. Reports claim they even had a baby girl. They may have secretly gotten married in October 2016. Tiana went on Wendy Williams in September of that year and dropped hints that they might already be married. Whatever was going on, it ended badly, and Soulja Boy definitely got an extra buzz from that relationship. So again, was Tiana getting genuine love or just boosting somebody else's clout? And we can't leave out Drake, Mr. Champagne Papi, certified lover boy. Rumor has it Tiana and Drake were an item back in 2009, but it was super low-key. No official statements, no couples photos plastered on the gram. They were just spotted at events, cameos and music videos, enough for folks to notice some chemistry. But they never spoke on it directly. So how real was it? And how much was PR? Nobody knows, but if you link up with Drake, you're guaranteed media coverage. So maybe that was yet another scenario where Tiana helped boost someone's brand. Then came A.D.D.Y. Rocky. Yep, he made the roster too. In 2014, rumors started that Tiana and A$AP were dating. They never claimed each other in interviews or Instagram posts, but the streets were talking. It didn't last long before A$AP moved on to Iggy Azalea, then Chanel Iman. He was definitely making his rounds. And let's not forget Chad Johnson. That relationship lasted about 4 years, starting in 2016, which is an eternity in celeb time. Folks were tuned in when Chad started commenting about Tiana's rise on reality TV. Like so many others, it ended sour. Chad openly talked about his disappointment, fueling the idea that Tiana's relationships often lead to the other person getting a big bump in visibility before bowing out. After Chad, we had Daniel Booby Gibson from September 2008 to February 2009. And that ended almost as quickly as it began. Then Colin Kaepernick entered the chat. Supposedly, they were on again. Off again from 2013 to 2014, right before Tiana made it official with Iman. So if you line up all these guys, rappers, athletes, entertainers, there's definitely a pattern. Most of them ended up more well-known after being linked to Tiana. She's the one who ends up with the messy public breakup. No shade, but Tiana's definitely got more experience in this relationship game than Aaron does. So why wouldn't Aaron want a piece of that? Think about it. He could get that fame boost while keeping his name on everyone's lips and maybe enjoy some other perks on the side, if you catch my drift. It's a win-win for him, right? That's why ex-girlfriend Jessica Hardwick is out here warning Tiana. She's been in the bleachers, watching the playbook unfold. She knows the pattern. And let's be real, Aaron has a would-be type, and Tiana, as incredible as she is, might not fit his usual mold. So where does this go from here? Are we going to see them popping up at more events, or is Aaron's preference set in stone? Will this fling fizzle out before it even solidifies? And most importantly, is Mufasa's ex just being a salty ex? Or is she giving Tiana some legitimate heads up? Time will tell, and y'all already know we'll be watching closely. So sound off and tell me what you think. Is this real love or just a big old PR move? And don't forget, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next update.